Andrews here, and I'm back with another new album, and this one is SepticFlesh's Modern Primitive. Now, the intro to The Collector transported me back in time to Egypt, and the music and the lyrics bring such epic visual to life, and I love how the depth evolves more and more, almost acting as a metaphor for how Egypt sort of thrusts humanity forward. I love the hypnotic, massive drones when the guitars, bass, and orchestral elements all unite. Just absolute grandeur. I love this opening track. The Collector really kicks off Modern Primitive awesome, and it just keeps going, flows, keeps kicking ass right into Hierophant. This is a fantastic fiendish mood that terrorizes, and that same mood unites with the mesmerizing Sotiris Vayenis for the chorus, and their combination is just awesome. It's such a hook, creating this tantalizing combination. I love the balance of assaulting intensity, not insulting intensity, but assaulting intensity, and the seductive melodies, and the balance of the hypnotizing Sotiris and the monstrous Spiros conducting the intensity is just fantastic. I love the balance from these two dudes singing. It's just a wicked balance, and they really complement the music in their parts absolutely flawlessly. That's what I love about SepticFlesh. And damn, in this next track, the drums really take hold in Self-Eater. The tempo adjustments work flawlessly with the musical direction. You got this attacking snare and some destructive cymbal smashing with the rising orchestras, and then you got the politely easing off for the passive moment. So the drummer, Krim, he does a fantastic job. He's an absolute beast back there, and I love how he really knows the direction of what the song is doing, and not overkill on cymbals or toms or fills or double bass. He really knows how, what to do, where to do it, and how to do it, and just keeping the tempo. I think his work in Self-Eater is a great example, but throughout this album his drum work is absolutely fantastic. I also enjoy the commanding effect from Sotiris, what he had on this track. Very God King-esque from Sotiris in this one. Then we go on to probably one of my favorite tracks off the album, Neuromancer. I love how SepticFlesh creates this perfect contrast of hopeful vibrancy from the orchestral elements, all surrounded by gargantuan intensity. And once again, SepticFlesh created a hypnotic hook, main hook. It really stuck with me. I like how the main hook sort of occasionally floats around in the background, but gets to shine in all its glory in the chorus. So it really has two entities to it. It really gives a nice backdrop throughout the song at times, but then it really has its focal point right on the chorus to really hook with you. And then Spiros gets his own glory as well, embedding Neuromancer in mind as he just really hammers home the lyrics there, and really hammers home Neuromancer to stick it to you. So this song has a lot to really stick in your mind and be like, oh crap, I can't sleep now because I got Neuromancer going through my head. Then I move on to potentially the most terrifying SepticFlesh atmosphere that I've heard, in my opinion. And that's going to be in my must listen to, because this song has so much surrounding, and within it is The Coming Storm. This song is full of hysteria, created primarily by the constant evolution within the brass strings and the horns. As the horns ascend more and more, it gets this whirlwind of panic in the atmosphere, and we got plenty of hysteria with the blazing drum work and attacking brisk lyrics. You got some devouring riffs and engulfing vocals. I absolutely just love the controlled chaotic orchestra and the vicious pace behind that. Just overall, so much massiveness, so much depth and details to this track. I really enjoyed Coming Storm. It really just took me by storm, and that's why it's got to be a must listen to. So go down in the description and check that one out for sure. And then I move on to the title track, Modern Primitives. I felt there was a subtle sense of faith in Modern Primitives, as the lyrics sort of cry out, and Sotiris's vocal parts really bring forth the lyrics and to the forefront a bit more, I felt, and resonating, and that was really resonated strong with me. The orchestral elements is where I've sort of had this hopeful elevation to them, I guess. Almost feel like sort of a radiance, and I think the choir also helped that radiance. But overall, the song is dark and heavy, but I just felt like there was a sort of these hopeful elements. But I really do think it sort of came from the orchestral pieces along with the choir sort of uniting, and that sort of gave that, like I said, that little hint of radiance to it, almost pleasant, you know, sort of tone, which is sort of odd, I think, for SepticFlesh. But you know, that's what I heard, that's what I picked up. Maybe you guys didn't, and I really felt like it, you know, that's sort of contradicted the lyrics to this. Actually, yeah, Modern Primitives have some of my favorite lyrics off this album so far that I've checked out. Awesome lyrics on this one. Then we move on to A Dreadful Muse. This has a unique mixture. The flow is very violent and chaotic at times, with tremendous drum assaults and massive orchestras, but there are some really nice slick bridges that I liked, and these sleek technical parts just sort of sandwiched in there, or not sandwiched in there, but just, you know, slid in there, and these with these nice melodies. The transitions are seamless between all of those little pieces there, and the orchestra seems to have this catastrophe, while the hooks are more passive and stunning. So once again, sort of like Modern Primitives has a bit of a contradiction from the lyrics and the atmosphere, I would say Dreadful Muse has that to a degree, where, you know, the orchestrations has this sense of catastrophe, but the hooks are more passive and stunning. So I really like what SepticFlesh did on this album. Like I said, there were some moments on this album that really felt like there were contradicting elements that sort of create this contrast, and I think that really helps, you know, the listener sort of pick up on different things. I also love the track of Desert Throne. I didn't mention that one because I don't want to spoil the whole thing, and Psycho History is just a blast as well. Again, sort of like Evergrey, this album is awesome. They both came out on the same date, May 20th. I don't know which one I like better, but both of them are awesome. I'm really enjoying this one from SepticFlesh. I also think the concept and the lyrics were absolutely brilliant. They really stuck out. A lot of them really came to life. Like I said, The Collector did. Neuromancer came to life to me. Coming Storm, I felt a lot. The lyrics that came to was really impactful. I loved what Modern Primitives brought lyrically, and Dreadful Muse, just awesome lyrics. Very inspiring lyrics as well. So I think SepticFlesh, you know, really knocked it out of the park with this. I'm very pleased with this album, and I can't wait to get my own copy. That one's coming as well, so I hope you guys check out SepticFlesh, Modern Primitive. Down in the description below, I'll have all the links, as well as more metal content, as well as I'll put up some videos here that I recently did on SepticFlesh on the Prague Philharmonic era. If you guys want to check that out, feel free to. And until next time, folks, how about some heavy listening?